Hey, what's up, YouTube? Yeah, this Black Society TV. I'm coming to y'all today with a with a crazy video. I mean, it's about something that I never knew, and I don't know if y'all ever knew. Um, but there was a lynching in American history, but this lynching didn't have anything to do with black people. Um, and I want to bring this story out because there are a lot of like Italian people um, that I found, not all, but that I found that are kind of racist towards black people also. Um, like like nothing ever happened to them. Like they weren't ever treated like black people were treated by racists. And Italians for the most part feel like they're like they're Caucasian. They feel like that they're not of another ethnicity or demographic or race or anything. They feel like that they're up there. Because of the color of their skin. But and this is what I've experienced and what other blacks have experienced. So it's not just something I'm saying. So I came across a story that happened back in 1891. Back in 1891, and this happened in America, in the city of New Orleans to be exact. 11 Italians immigrated to the U.S. and they immigrated to New Orleans. Well, the police chief at the time of New Orleans, somehow he ended up dead. Someone killed him. So the 11 Italians were brought up on charges, um, stating that they were the ones who had killed this a white police chief. So they put them in jail and everything. They put out a newsletter, stating what happened and everything. The Italians were acquitted. They were acquitted for the death of the chief. Okay, but it didn't end there. This is what happened. They were acquitted for the crime, but an someone put out someone that's higher up in the city put out a statement, a newsletter about the Italians, you know, that to go get them. Kind of like a insurrection, kind of, as you would say. So everybody met by a statue that was in New Orleans. All the angry white mob met there, and they stormed the jail. They stormed the jail where the Italians were, and the jailers opened the jail cells and told the Italians to run. Now they could have left the Italians inside the jail cell where they couldn't have been hurt. They opened the jail cell, told the Italians to run. They knew they were going to get caught. They 9 of them were shot. 9 of them were shot point blank as soon as they tried to run out. They were cornered and they were shot, execution style. And 2 of them were hung. Yeah, I said it. I said it. 2 of them were hung. And this happened in 1891. But the crazy part about it was the Italian government blamed, blamed the U.S. for that lynching. And at the time, the U.S. was trying to get their military together and trying to, get troops together. And, they were in some type of transition with the military. Well, the Italian government had 4 million troops on hand. They were the fourth biggest military in the whole world at that time. So they were ready to go to war with America over this lynching of these Italians. Now, this is the crazy part, because in a lot of lynchings of black people, nothing was ever done. The U.S. didn't give money to them. Nothing was done. Nobody said that this was going to happen. No apologies were given. None of that. Well, in this situation, in 1892, the U.S. government gave the families of the Italians that were lynched $25,000 a piece. So, and at that time, that was a lot of money. In 1892, that might have been, 2.5 million or something like that? Maybe even more. Maybe 250 million. Maybe it was a lot. Okay? But they did pay them for them getting lynched. Okay? And not only that, and this is up to date, the mayor of New Orleans is planning to give a formal apology to the families. An apology to the families. So they got paid and they got an apology. That's something that black people didn't get. But the thing is, they still were lynched. They still were lynched. So black people wasn't the only ones that were lynched. We wasn't the only ones that were lynched. But if you like this story and you want to know more, like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. And send to some Italians so they'll know what happened in their history.